Hey everyone, and welcome to our yoga practice of the day. Just to give a little bit of introduction, today's class will be a Pitta-pacifying sequence, which in Ayurveda means that we'll be working with the Pitta dosha, which is the fire and energy primarily. So we'll be working to bring the opposite qualities to balance out what might be slightly elevated Pitta, so calming, cooling, grounding. And it's going to be ideal to practice whenever you have any inflammation in the body or mind, such as maybe rashes, more acidic kind of indigestion, and also emotions such as irritability, jealousy, anger, as well as during the summer season, which is coming up. So feel free to revisit this practice whenever those kinds of things are going on. This should be able to take care of those things. So coming into a comfortable seated position, we'll cross the legs if that's possible for you, and just take a moment to ground down so you can use your hands to pull the flesh away from the sit bones, just to give yourself an even more stable seat. And we'll just start with the hands placed on the knees. And closing the eyes, we'll start to connect with the breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale completely still through the nose. And just while you stay with your breath, make some minor adjustments to the spine, so you can move the shoulders a little bit away from the ears, down the spine. And lifting up through the crown of the head, imagining a thread pulling you up from the top. You can slightly tuck the chin to give some extra length in the back of the neck. And we'll begin our practice today with two breathing exercises, two pranayamas. The first is going to be Chandra Vedana, so the lunar breath. It's a little bit similar to Anuloma Viloma if you've practiced that before. So we'll take the same mudra for that, Vishnu mudra, taking the index and middle fingers into the palm of the hand. And then we'll use the thumb and the ring finger to plug the alternate nostrils. But I'll just demonstrate one round. We'll plug the right nostril and inhale through the left. So inhaling through the lunar cooling channel. And then as you're done with the inhale, change over the hands and exhale through the right. So we're really releasing that heat through the solar channel on the right. And then you switch back over to the left. So you're inhaling again on the left and exhaling on the right, and so on. So taking into the mudra, bring the hand close to the face, and let's take our first inhale. We're going to practice 2 rounds of 10. So going at your own pace, inhaling to start on the left side, and exhaling completely on the right. Inhaling again on the left side, and exhaling completely on the right. And just continuing at your own pace for another few breaths. And then we'll take a little pause as you finish your first round of 10. Just keeping the eyes closed for this, and just noticing any kind of sensations in the body, in the face, in the nasal passages. And then whenever you're ready, raising up the hand again and beginning the second round of 10. So inhaling in the left nostril. Exhaling on the right. Inhaling on the left. And exhaling right. And just continuing at your own breath pace. And really, as we do this, bringing full attention to the nostrils. It's really making that arc of attention really small so that we can focus just on the sensations of the breath coming in and out, in and out. And really by doing that, we're harnessing the prana. The prana goes wherever the attention goes. So by making that very small, we can sort of contain that energy. And especially at the beginning of the practice, it's really useful for connecting with ourselves and connecting with prana. So we'll try to maintain this connection with the breath, with our prana, throughout the whole practice. And whenever you're finishing up with your 10 rounds, just take another little pause. We can close the eyes. And then we'll move into our next pranayama, which is called Shutkari. So this is another cooling breath. We're just going to press the tip of the tongue behind the top front teeth, and we'll bring the teeth together. And then we'll open out the sides of the mouth and inhale through the mouth. So what you should feel is a cooling sensation as the air passes over the sides of the tongue. So it'll look like this. And then as we exhale, we'll close the mouth and we'll exhale through the nose. So let's do 5 of those together. And last one. And exhaling completely through the nose. This is really beautiful cooling breath that's going to help cool all the sides of the body, including the liver and the spleen. And that's going to be 2 major sites of the Pitta dosha. So we'll now move into a few gentle stretches and then we'll go into our first movement and asana. So first of all, we'll tilt our right ear towards our right shoulder and just feel that nice stretch in the left side of the neck. And take a deep breath here. And then we'll inhale back to the center. Exhale the left ear towards the left shoulder. And inhaling and bringing the prana to the right side of the neck now. And inhaling back to the center. Exhale, dropping the chin to the chest, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck now. And inhaling, pointing the nose to the ceiling. And dropping the chin one more time, exhaling completely. And then inhaling the chin all the way back up. And then we can just shake the head no very slowly, mindfully. Inhale back to center. And finally we can draw some big circles with the nose in the air in front of us. Just keeping the connection with the breath here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And then reversing the circle. So inhaling up still, exhaling down. And one more. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And then we'll inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, pull them all the way down the spine, opening the chest. Do it one more time. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale all the way down. And then we'll inhale the hands up above our heads into prayer. And then we'll exhale, drop that right hand down to the ground. And leaning over, stretching the left side of the body. And then we'll inhale both hands back up. Exhale, stretch out the right side of the body. And then dropping both hands down, we'll take the left hand to the right knee. Take a gentle twisting over to the right. Gazing over the right shoulder. And then switching over, the right hand comes to the left knee. We'll take a twist to the left. Gazing over the left shoulder. And we'll inhale back to center. And now we'll start our Namaskar practice. We'll take one round of Chandra Namaskar, which is a moon salutation. So I'll just guide you from the mat now. Coming to the top of the mat, standing here. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. And our hands are going to begin in prayer at the chest. So just taking a moment to ground into your feet there to make sure that your hips are above your ankles. And then we'll take our first inhale. We send the palms up to the ceiling. And then exhaling, folding all the way down into a forward fold. And then we'll inhale, spreading the feet slightly apart, come into a squat. And using the elbows really to push the chest through the knees. Take an extra breath here, never stop breathing. And then we'll exhale, drop the hands to the ground, send that right foot back into a low lunge, and then we'll come straight up, inhaling up into a lunge with the hands overhead. Exhale, place the hands on the floor, send that left foot back into child's pose. And then we'll inhale, raising the arms up overhead. Exhaling, come back down to child's pose. And we'll inhale, send that right foot forward into another high lunge. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come to the ground. The back foot comes forward. We're in a forward fold again. And then we'll inhale the arms all the way up overhead, prayer, and exhale the hands to the heart. And we'll take one more round on the other side. So inhaling the hands up overhead, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, drop the hips down to the ground into a squat. And exhale, we're going to send that left foot back this time. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands in front and send that right foot back, child's pose. And then we're going to inhale, come up onto the knees, send the hips forward. Exhale back into child's pose. And then we're going to inhale, now the left foot comes forward, coming into our high lunge. And then exhale, stepping that back foot forward and folding over the legs. Inhaling, we're going to send the prayer all the way up to the sky. And exhale, the hands come back to the heart. Okay, great job everybody. Now we're going to take one standing asana, standing pose. So we'll take triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. So come to the side of the mat with your feet about 2 or 3 feet apart. And we're going to rotate the right foot out to the top of the mat so that it's 90 degrees from the back foot. And then we're just going to keep the hips where they are. And then we'll reach down so that we're extending over our straight front leg. And you can extend that left arm up. And we're really wanting to feel a twist here in the abdomen, so in the left side of the body. So just taking a few deep breaths here. Feeling the lifting through the legs, through the arms. And then exhaling, bringing that left hand to the hip. Inhaling yourself up. And then we'll switch it over to the other side. So exhaling, coming down, placing the hand wherever it lands on the leg, can be on the ankle, the shin, the floor. And then really rotating your chest out to create this twisting action. And staying here for a few breaths, gazing up at the extended hand. And then once again placing the hands on the hips and pushing yourself up back to standing.